Turbo Trading with head trader Robert Knight, MBA.
This is a talk on Ford. This is a trade that we put on this morning, a day trade and in an uptrending channel versus the one I just did on the downtrending channel. So Ford, I mean, look at this thing, big basing pattern, and then they announced, about their EV truck that they're building, and the stock popped. Got into this nice rising channel here. In an ascending triangle is what I meant to say. And this morning pops out of it. Now, from a swing trade point of view, I'm looking to put a swing on this, but I would like to see it come back and hold support at 25. But from a day trade point of view, I did trade this. I bought it on the breakout and sold it, some of it up at the 25.35, and then as it backed off, I sold the rest of my position. But then I bought it on the pullback entry here. Really, this was the pullback entry up for it. Around 25.20. I bought it at 25.08. I saw this hangman kind of candle. Next candle was green, so I did take a position. Did sort of trade around in there a bit, but I was long at 208, 25.08, and then it started to get into this rising channel. So I'm watching it did break out through this area in here. It got up to this previous resistance level. I let a little bit go there. It pulled back, but I was able to draw a trend line here. Would have looked like this, because of course we don't know what this looks like, but this is here, and it held this trend line. So I stayed in the trade, and then it started to channel up, and I was able, and popped up into this 25.50. I let a little go in that area. Got that gravestone candle. Next candle's red, but it just traded sideways. I mean, you want to get out of the trade. I stayed in it because it's not a volatile stock. I was able to draw a trend line that looked like this. And it did, have some resistance here around 25.60. And we did get a sharp pullback, but it rebounded quite quickly. So this is my stop was down here at 25.30. And so all I had to do was actually fan out the channel line, because it did violate it, but not for long, stayed in it. So you would just fan it out a bit. And you can see that it really is holding this 15-period moving average. And stays, and then I just stayed in the trade. I moved my stop up, 25.60, and I had targets here of 25.75, which it tagged, and my next target was 26. Now we see that, and this is live action, that it's broken down out of this channel. So if this fails here at the 25.60, then I'll bail out of the stock and get rid of the balance of my position. But as long as it stays in this trade, in this channel, you can stay in the trade. Let it run. Now this could find support on the 50-period moving average here at 25.50. But this has violated the channel. Now it might not continue to go off, but you just take your profit, be happy with it, and go on to the next trade or wait for it to pull back. But you can see the strength of these rising channels. And how to draw the channel line, just fan it out a little bit. It stayed in the channel. As I said, as I wrote, if it stays in our mantra, if it stays in the channel, stay in the trade. When it violates it, then back and get out of the trade. Nice trade for us.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.